Welcome to the show. I'm your host. This is the third day of testimony in the trial of Sean Combs, aka Diddy. We heard from Jane yesterday. Today we saw the cross-examination. Some interesting moments. Let's pull it up on the screen right now for you. And let's start with the messages, love letters between Jane and Diddy, because that's what this case is all about. First message reads, "You are my best friend and most prized possession. No matter what happens today, know that I adore you and cherish you. Always remember that I'm here for you." Another message from Puffy to Jane. "Can't wait to put that pretty mouth of yours on me again." He's talking about sex, if you can't tell. So, these are very salacious messages between the two of them. When the defense attorney got on cross-examination, he went back to some of the same messages. When Jane was explaining them, she admitted that she didn't realize what she was getting into. Here's an example. One message, "I felt like he made such a big purchase, and so I had to go along with it." What purchase is she referring to? Well, apparently an offer from Diddy that she couldn't refuse. Here's another. "One night of fun turned into our entire relationship. I'm crying as I write this." In court, she tried to explain it. She said, "In that moment, I felt pressured." She added that she was going through a divorce and that her financial resources weren't as strong as Sean Combs, aka Diddy. The defense attorney pressed her and asked if she was trying to say that she only entered the relationship because of money. She said no. Then came the infamous line, "What's the problem?" It was a recording. Diddy was in bed sick, and Jane responded, "I don't want to be anyone's plan B. I don't want to be a secret." Then he snapped at her. "It's an open relationship. What's the problem?" She said he never really talked that through with her. It was very confusing. Things really took a dark turn when the defense attorney brought up the fact that Jane referred to her experience working for Diddy as demeaning and degrading and humiliating. She said, "I felt like I had to do things to please him." Then the attorney asked her, "Did you try to make him happy?" She responded, "I always tried." The defense attorney leaned forward and asked, "So, you were always consenting?" Jane looked down and replied, "In that moment, I was consenting." After a pause, he pressed her. "At no point during any of this did you tell Mr. Combs you did not want to participate in anything, right?" "No," she whispered. The defense attorney continued and brought up an instance where Jane got sick and threw up after being out with Diddy. He accused her of exaggerating and said there was no evidence that she was actually ill. Jane shot back, "I've never exaggerated anything." She said she was having panic attacks and anxiety because of everything she'd been through. Then, he asked about the famous incident in Vegas. Jane said she was confused. She testified, "I thought I was going on a sweet getaway to Vegas to celebrate his birthday. I packed accordingly. I bought a dress for the night out, etc." She said she was excited, but upon arriving at the hotel room, she noticed another woman there. Then she received a text from Diddy which read, "There's a girl here that wants to meet you." Then she learned there was another woman waiting in the room. The defense attorney asked Jane if she didn't think that was funny. She said, "Not at all." She said she felt humiliated and embarrassed. She began crying and left the room. She then ran into the bathroom and vomited. She said it was the worst moment of her life. The defense attorney grilled her about various inconsistencies in her story. Then he wrapped up his cross-examination by reading a text from Jane. She said, "I was consenting." He ended with a parting shot. "So you're saying here, Ms. Roberts, that you consented to having 3 women in the bedroom with Mr. Combs on multiple occasions?" "Yes," she whispered. That's where we ended. That's the cross-examination. Jane is expected to finish her testimony tomorrow. Her lawyers have to wrap it up because she's flying back to LA Thursday morning. The cross-examination was dramatic, but the direct examination was devastating. Now, Puff Daddy has to take the stand, and we'll see if he can explain some of these messages. We'll see if he can respond to the claims being made by Miss Roberts, and ultimately we'll see if he can convince this jury that he didn't coerce her into this agreement. Reporting from the courthouse in New York.